You're wearing the 2003 Marlins World Series ring, which is so cool. Championship rings are incredible. It's cool that you can wear it. It's not enormous like the NFL ones have become. But 2003, famous because of Steve Bartman. You were there for Game 6, right? Thing. In Chicago?
Look at that thing.
I was there. I was president of the team. Sort of had to be there. What does that mean? That's like
I was just setting up. Like
Rich Eisen Show nominated for an Oscar. Were you there?
Emmys. We have been there, and we've lost. You
That's
won.
not the Steve Bartman game.
You won.
Can we start with that?
Yeah, go.
It's not the Steve Bartman game.
Well, it's the Alec Gonzalez boffed double play ball game.
It's the Dusty Baker uses his pitchers too much game.
Ooh.
Let me give you a little nugget about that game.
Ooh, shots fired.
Dusty Baker, if you go back in that series and you go back in that season, he had a habit, and I love Dusty, but he had a habit of pitching his guys until their arms fell off. Old school style. Mark Pryor, earlier in that series, Game 2, check out the box score. We're getting crushed, and Pryor stays in, keeps pitching. And we were like, what's happening here? It's the end of a season. Are you checking for me?
Yeah, I am checking.
Please do. Go to the box score. Tell me I'm wrong.
Hold on. Let's see.
Then, well, no, I'm not going to hold on. We're live.
Well, I mean, you can just talk and then I'll
keep
just
going.
Well, Game 2, yeah, Mark Pryor. The Cubs won 12-3.
How many innings did Mark Pryor go?
Let's see.
Okay, nice bridge.
Got to scroll down. What, 7
You're just
innings?
not believing me.
Hey, throw 116 pitches.
Does that seem necessary in a 12-3 game? I'm just asking whether that seems necessary.
Well, was it 12-3 when he came out?
But that's also part of it's called the line score.
Yeah, Brad Penny gave up 7 runs.
Early. So I digress.
For 2 innings.
Except, let's go to Game 6, where Mark Pryor was absolutely dealing. We could not touch him. But in the dugout, Jack McKeon and the hitting coach at the time, the late, great Bill Robinson, Pittsburgh Pirate great, was the hitting coach of that team, said, just hang in there, guys. Pryor's going to get tired. We're going to get to him. And in the 8th inning, we started to get to him.
Well, you got to him for 8 runs in the 8th inning.
Well, he wasn't. It was. Then
know,
they went to Farnsworth, et cetera, et cetera. But Pryor got tired. And baseball is 9 innings. It's sort of like when you're a football fan and saying, hey, my team is great until the 2-minute drill. And then they give it up or they can't score. Well, then your team stinks. You've got to have that part of your game. You've got to be able to close a game. And the Cubs could not close it. I love, in my career, winning on the road. Winning on the road's way better than winning at home. Shutting down an entire stadium full of people crying. Oh, God, it's so good.
Quiet stadium.
When you can hear a pin drop. We left that game, we knew we'd win Game 7. The clubhouse after Game 6, we were just very matter of fact. We weren't jumping up and down and celebrating. We sort of patted each other on the shoulder or on the buttocks, got on the team bus, business, and came back Game 7. Had to come back in Game 7 to win, but it's hard to forget. The Cubs have now won a World Series, so the curse is over. The Red Sox have now won a World Series. Curse is over, but at that time, that was a big thing.
Yeah.
That the Cubs and
White Sox, too. White Sox, Red Sox, and Cubs had all gone 80-plus years without winning.
And the White Sox won in 05, Red Sox in 04, Marlins in 03, much to the chagrin of baseball, who didn't want a small team like the Marlins. When Bud Selig handed me the trophy and our owner,
the hunk of metal,
he did it. Well, that's a different commissioner,
sorry.
And that was a misstatement. Do you know that you get from Tiffany's a little nugget here? They only make 3 trophies per year. One goes to the team, one goes to the owner, and one goes to the president.
Do you have one at your house?
I do.
Oh, wow, that is cool.
I do.
Full size?
Cool.
Yes, there's 3 full-size trophies per year, and that's it.
Because NFL players can buy their own Lombardi trophy, but a small version.
So MLB, you can buy the trophy, the World Series trophy, but it's not the actual size.
Oh, the player.
A player can.
Player can.
Yes, not just you.
That
can't.
is cool.
I mean, you could get do that giveaway one, Mike.
Yeah.
Just that'd be a good one.
The
to
bobblehead
get.
version of
the bobblehead. We did all of that the following years.
Of course.
You can trade, as Lebitar likes to say, you can trade on winning a World Series. That's a career. I mean, you're a champion. You can never take it away.
Champion.
Exactly.
Rings matter.
Champ.
Jewelry.
So where were you for the play in Game 6?
Right above the dugout. And a little known fact, because people changed the story after, during the course of the game, we were very aware when the foul ball happened. And what the dugout was yelling was, let's make him famous.
No way.
Because what we did that year that was very unbelievable is when a team would make an error, we would take advantage and score a bunch of runs. We'd come back and win. And when Alou didn't catch that, and we thought the call was going to be made for fan interference. And when it wasn't, we said, all right, let's make him famous. Now, did we want him to have the hellscape that has been his life? No, that's not right.
No.
Because he's not the reason the Cubs lost. It is Dusty Baker. It is Alex Gonzalez, and it's some timely hitting by us. But by the way, they had Kerry Wood in Game 7, who was a world beater.
Out that area.
Yes.
And he hit a 3-run homer to support himself in a Game 7. But still, they couldn't win. So it's not Steve Bartman.
And you mentioned the pitches thing. He prior threw 118 in Game 2, threw 119 in Game 6.
That's a lot of pitches, as you may know.
When it's cold in October, sure is.
It was very cold, but it felt really good. Waking up in Chicago the next day, not knowing where we're flying to, because it was Game 7. The next day was your game.
Right.
Your famous game that you loved so much. And
worst day of my life.
I thought today was going to be that. I thought that we would have a total switch. We've totally lost TJ. He's like, it's not his worst day, and you're not the worst fill-in
It's
host
also
for
funny you
Rich.
talk about you knew you were going to win Game 7. I mean, I felt like that in 04. I mean, I'm just a fan, obviously, but you win the next 3. Yeah, of course we're winning Game 7 in Yankee Stadium. They're totally toast.
We were done.
And Damon hits a grand slam in the first inning. See you later. That game's over.
I agree.
And David, just real quick, you didn't lose me. I was just posting a picture of your ring on Instagram right now.
And
so that's,
I just figured that you were paid through the second hour. And that was it,
and
like
I knew
third
the Sox
hours
were
if you like
win
it.
the World Series against St. Louis. That was a wrap.
Yeah.
Everybody on earth knew it. And it was a 4-game sweep. Come on.
I'd like you to be happier as a Red Sox fan than you are. My basic impression of you, having only seen you through television, is that you were a lighthearted, like, interesting domed guy. Now you seem more bitter about the Red Sox and about your fandom.
Because he hasn't won in a couple years.
I mean, I find it to be unseemly.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.